How do executives handle the bread and butter plate? Have you ever wondered how executives navigate the often tricky waters of dining etiquette, especially when it comes to something as simple as a bread and butter plate? Let's break it down. First, the bread and butter plate is a small plate typically placed to the upper left of the main plate. It is specifically for bread and butter, so it is important to use it correctly. Executives should avoid eating bread directly from the basket or holding it in their hands while enjoying other parts of the meal. When taking bread, the key is to break off a bite-sized piece. This shows refinement and helps avoid any mess. Biting directly into a whole roll is not considered appropriate in a formal setting. Next, when it comes to butter, only butter the piece of bread you plan to eat right away. Use the butter spreader, which is a small knife often found on the bread plate, to transfer a small amount of butter to your bread plate. Then, spread it on your bite-sized piece. It is best to avoid buttering the entire roll at once. If the bread is served as a whole loaf or in a basket, the person closest to it should cut or break pieces carefully. They should use a napkin or bread cloth to avoid touching the entire loaf with their fingers. When passing the bread basket, it is polite to offer pieces to others before taking your own. Always pass the basket to the right. Another important point is to avoid communal dipping of bread into shared sauces or oils. If olive oil or tapenade is served, take a small portion onto your bread plate for individual dipping. It is also good practice not to hold bread in one hand and a drink in the other at the same time. This can come off as careless and is best avoided. When passing bread or butter, offer it to the person on your left first, take your own portion, and then pass it to the right. This simple act shows courtesy and respect for your dining companions. In a business dining context, following these guidelines reflects polished table manners and respect for fellow diners. It contributes positively to an executive's professional image, especially during client meals or formal entertaining while traveling. Proper handling of the bread and butter plate is just one part of broader business dining etiquette, which includes following the host's lead and maintaining composure throughout the meal. By mastering these details, executives can embody the social grace expected in professional settings.